Okay, hello and a very warm welcome to the first in a series of live roof talks as part of our Highlights 2020 campaign, where we talk a bit about how the current solar industry is performing and also give you insights into the outlook going forward and where it's headed. The talk will last roughly half an hour, during which viewers will have the chance to write in and ask us questions and give us their thoughts. We look forward to hearing from you. Please write in. So let's jump straight in there. On my immediate left, I would like to introduce our Senior Vice President, Albert Engelbrecht,
Hello.
of Solutions International, and also our CFO, Lars Deggendorfer.
Good morning.
Thank you both for taking the time out today to join us up on the roof here at IBC Solar's head office on what is turning out to be a very hot summer's day here in Bad Staffelstein. I will first hand over to Albert Engelbrecht, who will talk a little bit about the international market. Albert, how is IBC Solar's international business structured?
Well, basically we have two business segments: distribution business and project business. We are doing this for many years now, and we do it nationally and internationally.
Great. And in which countries are we currently active in at the moment, and how do we service them?
Well, at the moment we are active in more than 50 countries worldwide, and our services vary from direct export, for example, to international partners, where we can give some services, and then also we do some project business. The variety is very big all over the whole spectrum.
Great. And what are the most interesting markets then really for IBC?
The most interesting markets, of course, first of all is China, because China is controlling the market worldwide. So we have to have a very close look to them, because also in terms of purchasing, but for a sales point of view, it's basically in Europe, like in the Netherlands, in Poland, in Spain. These are very interesting markets.
Great, thanks. Lars, how has the level of business been in the countries that Albert has mentioned?
Yeah, in the Netherlands we had, when we compare 2018 to 2019, we had a turnover growth of around 20%. In Spain around 35%, and in Poland we see as well an extensive growth within the last few months. Yes.
Great. And then what is your strategy then in the distribution segment?
We have the clear strategy to grow internationally. The aim is to have a market share of at least 10% in our core markets. This can happen unorganically or organically. Great.
So our viewers might be interested to find out what has made the various markets that we've entered into challenging for you. Albert, maybe you can give us an indication of the challenges that you have faced.
Yeah, well, I could talk for ages, but the challenges, for example, are different cultures. Look, we work from the north, from Scandinavia to South Africa, for example, and if I take the example of South Africa, it's a completely different culture. We have a subsidiary there. We founded it 4 years ago, and it's quite a challenge to find the right people you can rely on, to have the right partners there, and of course it's completely a different culture in comparison, for example, to the north, to Scandinavia.
Yeah, but even today I saw in South Africa they're going through load shedding again. So obviously different markets have different needs depending on their circumstances.
Exactly, this is one of the issues we really have to face. For example, in Europe, as there is no load shedding, though we have a stable grid, whereas in Africa it's really an issue, so we can offer very interesting projects, off-grid solutions, and there is really a big need for this.
So that's down south. You've also, obviously, as you said, gone into the northern markets as well. Sweden, for example, has been a market that you've entered.
Very interesting market. We've been there for 10 years now. We have a very close relationship. We have a strong partner there. We even do a franchising system with our partner, Sol Compagnie. And this is also one of the examples how our international business is structured. So it's not only direct export, there are different levels. For example, franchising models we are offering to partners up to joint ventures or 100% subsidiaries.
So the franchising opportunity is something that's been very successful
Absolutely.
so far, and something that you would continue to
really
develop.
Yeah.
If the chances come.
The nice thing here is people, it's a win-win situation. Our partners, they can use our brand name, our experience, and on the other hand, they have their own business. So this might be a very interesting
win-win situation really for everyone. What would you say are the most, the projects that you've been most proud of then over the past years?
Well, also, for example, from the south, Zimbabwe. As I just mentioned, our colleagues in South Africa, they are also serving the neighboring countries like Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia. And in Zimbabwe, for example, we did a very interesting project together with our partner Cool Solar and Red Energies in South Africa. We went to Zimbabwe to the National Standardization Organization, and we did a project, carport plus storage system of 200 kilowatt, including storage, 190 kilowatt hours. But the interesting thing was it was a perfect cooperation between our partner there, the customer, and the service we also did from our headquarters, from our department, Solution International. Another example, Lars was joining me as well when we went to the Netherlands. We did a much bigger project in a water purification plant in Arnhem, up the Rhine. They needed this, they needed energy, of course, and we could do a very nice project. It was designed by our technical application engineers with our subsidiary in the Netherlands. And this is 100% self-consumption. It was a great success, and we could manage to get 3 more new projects after this. So this shows that we did quite a good job.
So it sounds like you name it and we can deal with it really at this stage, which is great. Lars, maybe you can give us an indication of the financing process. Should someone be interested in creating a solar project internationally with us? And
I can only give you a general answer since the financing conditions are quite individually. Okay. In principle, we are prepared to do every kind of financing and to help our customers with every single project they have. First contact person would always be Albert, and in case a financing is needed, I would be involved in my team.
Great. So we are open to financing opportunities should somebody approach us.
Yeah, for smaller ones, for smaller projects, as for bigger ones. Yeah, for both.
Great. And as we know, COVID-19 has played a big role in everybody's lives and impacted us all at the moment. How has it impacted IBC Solar internationally then?
In the very beginning of 2020, we had problems on our supply chain side with the Chinese topic. Subsequently, then we had the topics in Italy, in Spain with their lockdowns. as well as in South Africa. But meanwhile, we see a strong growth and a strong recovery in all these markets.
Okay, so it does seem to be on an upward trend a bit now. So we're over the worst of it, you could say.
At least for now, yeah.
That's good. That's good. Albert, which market segments are we currently looking to grow and develop at the moment, would you say?
Well, as I said, basically we are serving residential, medium and small commercial, and also with another business unit, large-scale project, also internationally, but we, with Solution International, we are focusing on this commercial segment. We see an extensive growth, especially now in Europe with this Green Deal issue, where all the companies now are more focused on renewable energy, and we are offering very interesting solutions, both PV plus storage systems. And we have set up a new department who is focusing especially on this.
So the commercial sector seems to
Commercial,
be showing
yeah,
a lot more growth currently, you would say? Or
and also with our well, it depends always on the countries. Together with our partners, like in Poland, we are serving also the residential market, but there we are offering the services for distribution, whereas we, like also with our project know-how, we help to grow, especially in these more complex issues where there is a combination between storage system, energy management and PV.
Great. And there are currently markets that we're not active in. For example,
yes,
the US market.
US market, this
Why?
is tough.
What is the reason then for that?
Well, many players are there around anyway, and as our resources are limited, we are focusing more on specific markets like South America, like Central America. There we have a very interesting position. We are doing project there, like in Central America and in Colombia. And this, for us, we are always a kind of sales channel for our suppliers as well. Okay. So we are going to some countries where normally not the big markets are, it's more the niche markets.
Okay, great. If I could go back to you, Lars, where do you see exciting potential in emerging markets currently?
Yeah, as mentioned, in Poland, it's still an emerging market, I would say. South America is a topic. Certain countries in Middle America, as Albert mentioned, see a kind of growth in our segment. So we are very confident to grow internationally quite aggressive within the next few years.
And of course, if I may add, Africa, of course.
Yes, Africa.
As we are having, on the one hand, the subsidiary, on the other hand, we are serving it directly from Germany or the MENA region.
Of course, the advantages that during the same time zone, of course,
exactly,
which makes a real advantage then for
Africa.
Indeed,
growing these markets. Great, Albert. Which products and services do we offer internationally then?
Well, basically, of course, we start with the supply of components, but this is not our main focus. We always want to sell and to serve our customers with whole systems and complete solution. As I mentioned, for example, the Arnhem project, which was a big solution, or a medium-sized solution like the Zimbabwe project. And these services, like this technical know-how, we are having for more than 35 years now, which started in Germany. We have also a very competent project department in Germany and internationally, where we can do such interesting projects.
Great. Maybe for both of you, I don't know if the viewers know, but we have IBC Solar Energy as well,
Mhm.
which deals
Yeah.
with more of our large-scale projects, and then of
Exactly,
course
yeah.
Solutions International. Could you maybe explain a little bit about the differences between these two business segments that we have?
Yeah, Albert is starting with the distribution, so we can deliver a module, but as Albert mentioned, we want to deliver as well projects. Within that channel of Albert or within Albert's business unit, we can talk about projects up to 3 to 4 megawatts, I would say. Above, it goes then to the Energy GmbH, a separate entity for the bigger projects.
For the bigger projects.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're obviously looking after the Solutions International and the energy as a separate
Yes.
entity, of course. Okay. So that really sums up our questions at this point. Or the questions I have for our two experts here, and we can now then go into questions from our viewers that have written into us. Thank you very much for all your questions. First question that came in, how does the IBC Solar Partner Program work? Maybe you could explain that a little bit to us. How the
Well, this partner program has a long history. It started already in Germany because this was the idea Udo Möhrstedt had when he founded the whole company, and we developed it and tried to transfer it also to the international business. This means first we have to identify partners who are interested in PV. Then we can offer training at all levels. This means right from the beginning up to very complex systems like off-grid systems or peak shaving systems. This training is one segment. Another one, of course, is that we offer a huge variety of products with very interesting conditions. If there is a big or enough volume, then they can upgrade. It's like a partner system in other businesses as well. And of course, we offer a lot of marketing services and, as I said, always these technical support we can give to our partners, either on a general training or on a very specific training on their projects. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's great, because actually that leads into the second question that somebody's asked. What is the best way then to get hold of you then if they want to join up? Or
Well, we all like to invite people to come to this sunny place, to Bad Staffelstein, but
bring your swimming costume, I would say at the moment.
at the moment, like in South Africa. But you can reach us via internet, of course, or info at ibc-solar.com. And then when you write to us, we will give your mail to the experts, depending on the regions, depending on the countries, and depending on the issue and on the focus.
Great.
Yeah.
And another question that came in, how many megawatts of solar have you installed internationally up until now? Or how much solar have we installed globally then?
Globally, the whole, well, as I said,
Outside of Germany, you could say then.
this outside of Germany, I can give you the whole number. It's more than almost 5 gigawatts.
Okay. Globally.
Over the last 38 years now.
Great. Thank you. And then are IBC Solar planning on repositioning themselves more into the African solar market? Because demand is there, but the policies are not in place, as we all know.
Yeah, as my colleague Daniel Heitzler, the managing director of our subsidiary there, said, why we should go to Africa. He said, there is a lot of sun and Africa needs energy. Yeah, this is the best thing.
Yeah.
But be honest, we are really confident about the growth, especially with this Compact for Africa issue. Our Chancellor did some years ago, and we are very close also in this political involvement, so we know what's going on, and we are very confident that there are also some financing support in the long run, that we can do some interesting projects in Africa. The financing issue is still a problem.
Yeah, this is correct. We cannot do everything, but there are really possibilities to finance even bigger projects in Africa. We would involve export credit agencies or KfW, for instance, case by case. So there are possibilities, but we cannot do everything.
Yeah. Excuse us, we are in the country a bit here, and we've got tractors coming past, so hopefully you're not picking that up. And there was also a project in Kenya that we were involved in, a school or something where we were involved in Africa as well?
Yes, in various projects. Kenya, we did a project in Ghana, and my colleagues here from our department, they do almost everything then with our partners.
So you have all the knowledge and
yes,
I think in Namibia we had one as well.
Yeah,
shortly.
Yeah, and so we are really confident. In Kenya we have also a partner, and together with him we are developing the market.
Great. Another question: How long have we been, or how long has IBC Solar been operating internationally then, up until now?
More than 20 years, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, more than 20 years. Yeah, they started, I think, in Europe then, and then over to Africa. And,
Okay, so 20 years. That's a good period. So, any more questions that we've had coming in, or is that it for the questions? I think at this point.
Any questions?
No more questions coming in from our viewers at this point. Okay, so we then have a final question then for Albert and Lars, if you'd like to talk a bit about it. What then makes IBC Solar so special, and where do our kind of customers benefit the most?
There are many benefits. It's a very general question, but we are very confident that we grow internationally very fast the next few years. Our core market is Germany for today, and we want to have at least 50-50 percentage turnover-wise within the next 5 years, 5 to 7 years maybe. Yeah.
Albert, maybe
He's setting the target.
well, that's setting the bar nicely, which is good.
Thank you very much.
And Albert, what do you feel makes IBC Solar so special? Such a special.
Special.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are a great company. Yeah. We have
Sure, I forgot it. Sorry.
we have fantastic people, very strong involvement.
Family owned.
Family owned, absolutely. Great family. They let us develop, and they give us a lot of space to grow, and
A lot of freedom, I would say, for you.
Yeah. Well, he's setting the target for us so high.
But also we do tend to offer everything under one roof, don't we? Here at IBC
Yes.
Solar. So you name it, we can really provide it or offer it.
And this is the great possibility we are having. The competence for so many years in this segment. Generally speaking, the sector is super interesting worldwide, here in Europe, and we are in all other countries as well. And we are very well prepared for this, and the team is great.
Well, we're based here in Bad Staffelstein, in the middle of Germany, you could say, in the heart of Europe. So we are very much well positioned, you could say, then to
Yes.
service
many
countries from here.
Definitely, yeah.
Great. So in closing, we'll close now, and thank you very, very much to Lars and Albert for giving us your thoughts and insights today about the international photovoltaic market. Also a big thanks to everybody who's tuned in for this informative roof talk today. We have a second English roof talk coming up on the 15th of September, where our CEO and founder, Udo Möhrstedt, will give his thoughts regarding the opportunities and challenges of the PV industry internationally. So we look forward to that. thank you so much for joining us today, and goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Thank you.